on the Roula and Ryan
Get a
Show.
massage.
All right, we're opening up our phone lines at 833-390-KRV.
Why don't
You
want
want to
to?
call us?
That's not where my brain.
I don't want to vision you getting a massage.
Oh, you should. It's wonderful.
I'm just trying to move past what he said.
Good.
You can call us and tell us what you're done with. We have some texts at 37530. We've been saying all morning that a lot of teachers are back and they're catching up from what they missed on the summertime. There are some kids that go back tomorrow, Cleveland ISD. Other kids go back next week, and then other kids go back the week after. So one school nurse texted us that she is done with parents who do not teach their children how to properly go to the bathroom. I guess that they end up in the nurse's office, and she has to help with
They
some
don't know how to clean
extended
up
visit
after
cleanups.
Wipage.
Right.
man.
So teach them at home.
Yeah, instead of learning to
I'm
tie your
not doing
shoes,
this.
do that.
Okay, here's another mama.
That's more important than tying your shoes.
Yeah, teach
learn
them
how to
that
properly
first.
clean that.
We'll teach you the shoe stuff at school. That's fine.
Right.
You do
Just
the
wear
butt stuff.
Crocs.
I don't mind teaching you how to do a knot.
Yeah, every kid gets
I don't
Crocs.
want to
Just
clean.
Crocs, kid. You don't got to tie
Get your
anything.
ons. They have little kid ons. I love my ons.
Yeah, they do slip-ons.
Some of them do have ties, though. So
When I used to learn
Yeah.
to tie my shoe,
Crocs.
I'd cheat. I had my friend do it in kindergarten. I remember. Like,
You didn't know how to tie your shoe in kindergarten?
No, then I got Velcro shoes.
There you go.
best.
Hell yeah.
There
They're
you
the best.
go.
A little
Master
lap
the
Now I got
situation.
ons. I don't tie my shoes. I hate tying shoes.
And there's going to be a whole generation of kids who are like, ninth grade. Oh, I don't know how to tie shoes.
I tie them once.
I've
I
always
take
had
them.
Crocs.
I pull them off.
You slip
put them
them
back
off.
on.
yeah, that's how my
Don't
Vans
they
are.
get loose?
I hate. No.
They don't care.
No,
They're a
you're
world
just
of Crocs.
slipping them
It's all
in.
slipping
Yeah,
in.
it feels good. Look at Sam's little.
But
Man, those are small feet.
Is that why
yeah,
people
what
have
size shoe
the?
do you wear, Sam?
Is that why?
5.5?
These ones are 6.
It looks like a doll wears like the
It
Cabbage Patch
does.
doll.
It's like an American Girl shoe.
Yeah, there you go.
I almost double Sam's shoe size. I almost double Sam's shoe
I would
size.
look so
I'm
funny
11.
if I had big feet, though. I'm only like 5'3". Imagine
True.
if I had like big size.
Yeah, size 11 shoes
clown
like
feet,
me.
like Ronald McDonald size shoes.
Somebody listening right now is that way, and they just got
Oh,
offended.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're always
Take
going to
that
offend
back.
somebody.
That's true.
37530 is our text number, and I want to read this text from a mama that is done with, we're saying like kids get bored during the summer, but now it's like, ramping up to having to buy stuff for back to school. And she says, y'all, all in caps, exclamation points.
Uh-oh.
I spent over $200 yesterday to take my kids to the Astros game, and tell me why these kids complained the whole time. My husband was like, let's leave early. I'm like, no. I'm going to make them suffer through this entire game. Never again. She was so mad they were complaining about being at a professional sports game. Because, hello, we were at the Astros game. Have fun.
Although-
Have fun.
Even my wife, we were watching the game, and she
It
goes,
was
man, I feel
1-0.
bad. This game's boring.
It was 1-0.
1-0. You go there, you want to
And if it was hot,
Yeah, of course, been hot. Which I found out last time I talked about when I went to the game last week, and I was so boiling hot. I was so mad
Yeah.
that I left because it was boiling hot.
Yeah. What'd you find out?
Somebody on text reached out to me. There's a customer care line or something for Minute Maid Park. You need to call them and actually tell them that, because I think the people that work interior know how many people complain to them as staff members, but don't actually complain to the line that's going to listen.
the higher ups.
Right.
Yeah.
So they gave me a line to call
Ooh.
and say, you need to call and just say, I went to the Astros game and I spent this much money on my tickets and I was so uncomfortable I left because it was so hot.
Yeah.
Because they're
You're
opening
trying
the
to save
roof,
a buck.
and they're not closing it till 2. And if the game starts at 7 and you're getting there like at 5 for pregame stuff, the air conditioners do not have time to
catch
circulate.
up.
plus 30,000
So
people, 40,000 people.
At
then why don't they
98.6
just
degrees,
Leave
yeah,
it
it's going to
open
make it
and
hot.
let the breeze come through.
There is no breeze. It's hot. It's summertime. It's hot.
Nice hot breeze.
All right. So, Roula, we did get some moms on the listener line that were calling in about.
And that area
things that
code's the
frustrate
same. 713. Not 833.
Yeah, that
That's
was dumb.
713-278.
We're going to confuse everybody this year.
I know.
I know.
I
Oh,
know.
wait, change that. Oh.
Hey, let's hear it.
I'm over the losing of the jacket, sweatshirt, any top covering whatsoever. My child has lost around 20 some odd jackets this year. I want to send him to school with nothing because he keeps coming home with nothing. However, I can't send my kid to school when it's 40 degrees with no jacket because then I look like the butthole for sending my child to school not dressed. But yet he can't remember to bring home a jacket. It's infuriating. When you buy new sweatshirts, I bought 5 in 1 week. We have 1 left. All of them are new. I switched from jackets to sweatshirts because I felt like I was spending too much on jackets. And we were buying sweatshirts from Walmart for $5. I have none of them. He did do like a little jacket swap. He lost the swap jacket too.
You know what that mom used to do? That mom used to tell her kid to go to the Lost and Found at the end of the school year and go shopping.
Yeah, that's his stuff. Or
Like,
put
here's
his
all my
name-
stuff.
Put his name on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or sew it
that
in
labeled.
into it or label.
I'm getting that on my
Oh,
reels.
yeah.
You can tell I'm a mom because that's what I'm getting on my reels ads. My Instagram ads are back to school labels. They're
Yes.
washable, blah, blah, blah. I actually bought them and they were fantastic.
So it was worth it?
It was totally worth it. It's called like Bright Star Kids or something.
Okay.
I've washed. It's like just a regular label. You just make it whatever you want.
How's it-
Whatever
you
the
sew it
name
up?
is.
You stick it?
No, you just stick it onto the clothes, and it has survived the washes.
Huh.
I
I've
don't
seen
know
the
how
one
many
that you
washes,
like
but-
press on and it's like ink.
I bought that too.
That one's not good?
No. Well, maybe your last name isn't as long as mine. I had like 72 letters in my last Greek name. So all of it like mushed together. The ink like mushed together. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
it's just like one big block of black ink. I'm like, what the hell is this?
That's how people, when they see your last name, that's what they think too.
I know.
So
Yeah.
maybe it works
I
out
don't know what
fine.
that is.
I'm not even going to try.
Katsabarabyanniopoulos. Okay, try and spell that 3 times.
How about another one? Here we go.
Katsabarabyanniopoulos.
Here we go.
I'm so done with the laundry. The laundry never stops. My kids are 4, 6, and 8 years old, and they change like 5 times a day. As soon as I do laundry and put it away, 10 seconds later, they're changing into new clothes. I don't know what's clean anymore. If it's on the floor, I got to clean it again, and the laundry just never stops, and it piles up. I'm just done with it. I'm just throwing away all their clothes and having one shirt and a pair of pants for 7 days, and that's it, because I'm just done.
I was on a tear with laundry this week, y'all. I was on a tear. I was like, I'm going to wash every single thing. I am done with how much it has accumulated. The laundry is amount. My mom even said, my mom's one, I'm one of 5 kids, right?
Yeah.
Mama Chrissy doesn't give me a lot of memories of things that like she blocked it out. Like Sam, I think you and I as moms, we're going to block out like the high stress times when our kids are older and they tell us, remember that time you got mad? And we're going to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. My mom has
Yes.
blocked it out.
Yes.
But the one thing she has not blocked out is the laundry. That's
Still.
all she talks about. Like,
Yeah,
the
it's
laundry.
never ending.
When I was in the 7th and 8th grade, my job was laundry. Like, if I was not working at the
Like
family
folding
restaurant,
as well, everything?
washing, folding, putting away,
Ugh, that's the
and it
worst.
never ended. And I was helping her. So imagine, the laundry is so crazy. I did so much laundry.
What age were you?
I was like 7th and 8th grade is when I remember they taught me how to do laundry in 6th grade. I remember I definitely learning how to do laundry in 6th grade, like for real. Like, don't put too much soap because then everything is crunchy and the water's not enough. And don't put too much fabric
I feel
softener.
like every parent needs to make their kids when they're like 12 learn to wash.
And it's so
It's
easy
called How
now,
to Be a
too.
Human Camp.
Even if they don't keep doing it, at least they know how hard it is.
Right.
Because I used to use 2 towels.
Yeah,
every
or
day
like,
I'd wash
why
my
you did
jeans. I'd wear
pajamas
them every
last
day throw
night?
them.
Pajamas in the laundry. No.
Yeah.
All you do is sleep in those pajamas. Do not put them in the laundry.
Most washing machines are so simple to use now, too.
Still the greatest invention.
Oh, yeah, amazing. Laundry
You know,
machine.
think
Not
about
like you're out there
Over
in a,
everything.
in a creek
dishwasher.
like
I
you.
asked my wife that yesterday. I go, which is better, dishwasher or laundry? She's like, I can wash dishes. That's easy. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to go out there
Clothes?
and beat
No.
clothes over a
Did they
rock.
have like a little washboard that they take it,
and then hang it
in
up and
olden
it's
times?
stiff. That's the worst. I lived in the country. My mom would
Stiff
hang
towels.
it and then
Yeah.
put your underwear
We
out
had
there
a
too.
clothesline.
Imagine having your underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, hanging out in the
people-
backyard.
and
My
you're
mom
like
used to do that up in
7th
PA.
grade. It's
Yeah.
embarrassing, isn't
We
it?
had that.
Maybe it's
I
a
was never
Pennsylvania thing.
embarrassed. But my dad's
Yeah.
whitey tighties I was.
Yeah.
We would playing like tag and it'd be like you'd hit yourself in the face with the clothes and like the sheets.
Parachute doing here.
What was that? Gross. And the ones that had like stains, you try to put them inside and like put like the nice stuff on the
You don't want to
outside.
see Dad's pea stained tiny
I'm
No.
whities.
You gotta
just
toss those.
saying. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I gotta
though.
go. I gotta go that way. If you have to,
We have that
if-
special week. Sometimes those people, you
Yeah,
know
especially
what
the
I'm
80s and
saying?
90s.
One
Oh.
machine reigns supreme. It's the washing
Yes.
machine and the dryer.
Whoever invented that.
Better than the vacuum. Better than the
How do
dishwasher.
we not know that person's name?
Oh,
Yeah,
let's find
how
out.
do we know who invented the washing machine?
Have you seen the combo unit that does both washing and
Yes.
drying?
I
They have it
looked
at
into
Home
that,
Depot.
Kevin, because I thought, maybe
So
it's a
did
good
we.
investment. A lot of people on the reviews were
The
hating
reviews
it.
Absolutely.
They said it takes
Terrible
like
reviews.
7 hours to do a load.
Yes,
Thank
and they break.
you.
Yeah,
My
and they break
husband that's
easily.
listening.
Yeah,
We're
don't
not
get it, Mark.
getting one.
Mark, I looked at all the reviews.
Rula
Yeah.
said no.
Yeah, I did the homework for you. Don't
It's
get
not
it
worth
until
it.
Not there yet?
until maybe
Not
there's like
there
a
yet.
third or fourth generation
Yeah.
of it. Because people that have bought it now are like 7 hours for one load of laundry. I don't have that kind of time.
No.
Yeah, so
The washing machine was invented by somebody in 1767.
but no name.
Whoa.
That was the first
Wait, there's
washing
no way.
machine.
1767. They
Not
had
didn't
the
have, like,
electrical.
push
It
spinner?
Electricity?
it wasn't electrical. No.
No, we're talking about the
You're talking
actual one
about-
we use now. Like, is the name is his,
Like
is his,
Maytag.
is his last name Machine or is his last name Washing?
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Like the crapper.
It says
crapper.
John Crapper.
a
didn't
German
invent
man
the
named
toilet?
Jacob
Oh.
Christian Schaefer invented the washing machine.
The Schaefer.
Well, I salute you, buddy.
Wait, where was he from?
Germany.
Ah,
Germans.
All right, coming up next, date or ditch. A lot of people go out on a lot of dates. They meet via apps, they meet in person, they meet at work. They take a stab in the dark and someone asks this person out. They say, okay, I'll go out with you. And then something happens. You're newly dating and it's early enough to bail out, but, not early enough to, I don't know. That's why the question comes up, date or ditch. You're like, do I stick it
continue
out?
on?
Or do I bail out? This is that tense time, that critical window of time, date or ditch. What happened with this girl and the restaurant situation she's come across with this new guy? You're going to find out next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Should you date or ditch, or are you the bitch? Time to decide. You can confide with the Roula and Ryan Show.
Are we keeping this?
We gotta change it. No, it keeps getting better.
The AI can only think to rhyme ditch.
I'm still paying for this service.
Well, they might as well change it while you're
write a
paying
new
for
song
it.
while you still can.
Kevin, while we're going through date or
be
ditch,
60
you want
bucks
to go
we've used
next
it
door and
for
make a
this.
new one? Let's hear what you come up with at the end.
What'd you program in? Is it like
This
an
is just
Evanescence type
suno.com.
thing? Or
You think you can do it, Kev? Suno?
Yeah, I mean, I could try to redo that song.
But what do you put in there? You supposed to put in date or ditch and other details for the song to get created?
There's two ways to.
Yeah, there's two ways you can do it. You can describe what you want it to sound like, or you can put the actual lyrics in there. And I
they'll
believe
make it
I
work.
put the actual lyrics in there.
Okay, what if you just put, what are some words we can give Kevin to put in there while we're going through date or ditch? Date or ditch, ghost, I don't know.
See?
What are some words
Yeah.
we should
hitch?
put
Because
together?
to be.
No, because we want AI to come up with it. So you have
We
to
have to
give
make
AI
a whole description of what the
of
bit
what it
is.
is. Newly dating someone and don't like them that much.
Well, they
Go.
did something that could have been awkward. They did something that was annoying to them.
Yeah, annoying,
But not
awkward.
not annoying enough to just say, I'm done with this relationship.
Do I continue this relationship?
If you're new
Yeah.
to the Roula and Ryan Show on Date or Ditch, that's exactly what this is about. You can contact us on our listener line at 713-278-VENT. You've been dating somebody new. They're new enough that if you bailed out now, it wouldn't be so dramatic. But maybe you want to give them a couple more chances. Like, how many chances do you give somebody when you've seen a red flag? We just did that last week on Roula's relationship roundtable. I mean, roulette. Roula's relationship roulette. We got roundtable. There's a lot of R's here. And it was how many red flags until you bail out? Most people were like 3. I was like, well, 3.
That's a lot, though.
Okay,
I say
so
1.
here's the call that we got about the restaurant situation for this girl.
I have been dating this guy for, it's been like 4 months now, give or take, a little less than 4 months. And, he's a really nice guy, and I do like him a lot. He treats me well. But the problem is he's just a super picky eater. He's one of those guys that just, eats, how you expect, a 6-year-old to eat, it's always buttered noodles, peanut butter and jelly, frozen pizza, stuff like that.
Stop.
Recently, we went out to dinner with my coworkers at this, it was a really, really nice restaurant, way nicer than I'm used to. And the man orders chicken tender. And they don't have chicken tenders on the adult menu because it's high class food. And so he ordered it off the freaking kids menu. And it honestly made me feel really embarrassed in front of my coworkers. I don't know, guys. I just want to know, should I give him another chance or should I ditch this picky eater?
My goodness. Butter noodles and chicken
come on.
tenders off the kids menu.
Talk to the guy about it. Maybe he has an issue. This is an issue in my relationship. I mean, I eat really weird foods.
I say dump then.
Now, when you say weird,
You're such
explain
a
what
jerk.
weird
Okay,
means
so
because
I-
you're
I-
not eating.
I
you're-
traced it back to my childhood because my parents were so super strict. You have to eat this. You have to eat that.
all you
And
want
when
is pork chops and
So when I
applesauce.
turned 18, I just
Yeah, what are you
decided
eating?
I'm never going to eat anything I don't want to eat again. And
Then you miss
So
out on
what's
some
weird
good
food?
I don't
Give
think
us an
that's
example
weird,
of
though.
weird food.
I mean, I'm very limited in what I'll eat.
Like what? Give us an example.
No fish.
I don't eat fish and I don't eat meat. So
Well, you
that-
eat steak.
So what do you eat?
You eat pork?
a lot of vegetable type stuff, and I'll
Well, there's
put
vegetarian dishes over there. How's that
you
work?
know, I don't know. It's just when you go to a restaurant,
The
if you go
choices
to-
are limited.
limited.
Most
Like
restaurants.
especially if you're going to a steakhouse.
maybe 2 dishes.
Right.
Yeah.
833-390-KRBE
I'm
is
glad
our
you
phone
didn't dump
number.
me.
833-390-KRBE. Would you ditch this person after 4 months of dating? Every time you go out to eat, the person only wants kids' meal stuff.
Sam, what would you say?
Butter noodles,
I'm a-
chicken
Shaking your head
tenders.
there. Let's
I'm
see.
a shallow person, but I wouldn't ditch him because of that reason. Like maybe he just has a weird food quirk and then he couldn't. He just that's
Are you a
all he
foodie
eats.
though? I feel like you just eat food because you have to eat it to survive.
To nurture your body.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to go out and spend money on food.
Like Roula and myself, we really enjoy.
We like to try things.
No, I feel like
Food.
you're supposed to eat it to nurture your body
Yeah.
Nourish
and
your
like
body.
nourish your body.
Like I
Thank
eat
you.
to
And,
live.
that's,
You live to eat.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
so
no.
good.
Such
Although
good
if you
food
go
out
to
there.
producer
It's really
Eric on
expensive.
Instagram, I don't know if it's still there, but Eric got me to try escargot this weekend, and I was not okay with it.
We did it though.
See, I like that. Like, I love those kind of food. I just am not going to go out and
Is that a
spend
money
all
thing?
this money. Yeah, it's a money thing. Absolutely a money thing. If I could, I would probably just only eat seafood. Are they called
Oh, yeah, so
pescatarians?
Yes.
Pescatarians, which
Yeah.
I thought it was Presbyterian at first. I go, wow, I didn't know
Presbyterian's a
Presbyterians
religion.
can't have meat. I know. I went to dinner
Like,
with
I
some
would do
friends,
that,
and
but
I'd
that's
never heard that word
expensive.
before. And I said, oh, I didn't know Presbyterians couldn't have meat.
I feel like
And she goes, pescatarian.
Yeah,
you're right. I feel like
pescatarian.
that's expensive to eat fish all the
It's
time.
very
Oh my
expensive
God,
to
yeah,
eat
seafood is expensive.
Scallops.
That would be my go-to.
100%.
I would eat seafood every single meal if I could, even in the morning.
Oh no.
That's
Yes.
what I feel like. Wait, when you
I don't
were a
care if you're not
kid,
like that.
Sam, did
Crab
you,
cakes.
because seafood has always been expensive, no matter the year, no matter the decade, seafood is always an expensive food. When you were growing up, did you eat seafood or did you start to enjoy it as an adult? When
No,
you
my
bought
mom.
it for
I feel
yourself?
like my mom would make like salmon growing up, and my tuna noodle casserole.
Well,
Yeah.
tuna's a canned tuna thing. I'm not like shrimp, like boiled shrimp, like peel and eat shrimp
Yes.
or
Huge.
lobster or
Yes.
scallops,
not,
clams.
Not no, that was all when I got older. But
You live
shrimp
there.
was always
You're
a
close
big
to
thing.
Baltimore, right? So you have
Yes,
crab cakes.
Crab cakes are the best things ever. I could eat a crab
Is
cake
crab
every single
cheaper
day.
on the East Coast just because it's so
Yeah,
close?
it's gonna be close.
to the
It's gonna be
source?
cheaper,
well,
right?
the place that we go to is really expensive.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know.
So you would say you would not ditch this guy after 4 months of dating him because he only eats kids menu food.
I wonder how old they are.
That's what I was
No,
thinking
I
because I
wouldn't
think you've
ditch
got
him.
Irvin. Step up to the mic real quick because you're the youngest person in the room right now.
Irvin
So
doesn't
what is your
like that.
Hype me up.
We're young too.
I mean, like, what is something that you like to eat? Like, what is your palate
picky?
like? Are you picky?
No, I'm not really picky. I'm pretty open to.
Were you
I
allowed to-
was picky though. I used to like not eat cheese at all. Like I'm talking no
Cheese?
pizza.
That's like a main food
no
group for
cheese
kids.
no cheese on the burgers.
Did mom and dad let you eat whatever you wanted?
No, they would. I
You had the
couldn't
choice.
leave the table until my plate was empty.
Uh-huh.
And even if I didn't like it, I was forced to eat it.
But you're not picky though. Like if you go out to eat,
That made me not be picky, I think.
really?
Yeah.
See, sometimes people have the
Pretty
exact
open.
opposite effect. They strike back and
Yeah.
they just decide, I'm never going to eat crap.
Okay,
like
but
that
here's
again.
the thing though. If I go on a date and you order chicken tenders
Yeah, that's.
at
I'm
a,
saying,
at a
that's what she's
restaurant,
asking, to
like that's
ditch.
not Raising Cane's, like I'm
asking
leaving.
for
Yeah.
the kids menu.
Yeah.
Let's go to Maria on the line at 833-390-KRBE. Hi, Maria. Good morning.
Good morning. How
Hi.
are y'all?
We're good. So for those just tuning in, Maria, a woman called our listener line and said she's been dating this guy for 4 months and he seems really nice and things are going great, but she's embarrassed at how he always orders from the kids menu. He just eats basic food like buttered noodles and kids chicken tenders. Should she ditch him or should she continue to date him?
Okay, first, I'm not sure if you mentioned how old he is.
We don't know.
We don't know, but we
second,
assume they
I
sound
don't-
like late
okay,
20s, early
second,
30s.
I don't think it's going to change. Yeah, I don't think it's going to change. I dated a guy that was older, and his behind still eats that way.
And
Said his
So it's not
behind
gonna
still
change.
eats that way.
What?
She's like, he's
with his butt?
So tell me how long until you were like, I'm out.
I got it,
Oh,
Maria.
I know.
I got it.
Yeah, she's saying that. Hey.
It was just
So
silly.
Maria, at what point were you like, I
Taste
can't
buds
be
back
with
there?
you, dude. You need to grow up. Like, how long did you stick with him until you realized I got to get off this kids menu, dude?
Well, it was a while, and I just kept on trying to give it a chance, and it was like, you know what? This isn't going to change. Like, I need to just move on.
Yeah, but if the guy was really good
Yeah.
looking, I bet you wouldn't care.
No, that's not true.
No, why would
it's
you-
like
why
you
would that
can't
matter?
even go out and enjoy yourself at a restaurant. And I am like Roula and
Eric.
Eric.
his name.
Eric. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
and
guy.
I do
Yeah, that
like,
guy.
and I do enjoy food, and I like to go out and enjoy an evening, and that's not enjoyable to have chicken nuggets all the time.
Especially,
The thing
Maria,
is, he's not
here's the-
making you eat that.
I know,
That's
but
what
here's
he's not
hold on,
forcing
hold
you
on.
to eat it.
Let me make this point too,
It's
Maria. I don't know about
embarrassing.
you,
No,
but I like to go out to eat with people who are gonna see. Like, I would think it's very weird. Let's say me and Sam and Kevin went out to eat. And Sam and Kevin ordered the exact same thing. I'm like, oh man, we can't see other things they have on the menu. Like, I like to look around and see, what do you have? What do you
Exactly.
have? What do you have? For him, it's always like
Right.
chicken
And-
tenders,
and try
just chicken
different
tenders,
stuff. Yes.
French fries,
Yeah,
butter
exactly.
noodles. Kids burger.
I'd be like, am I dating a baby or a little kid? How are you supposed to make out with that person or have relations?
Let me just take you through the drive-through, and then you can try something off of my plate.
So you're saying ditch. Maria says ditch out. She said date a guy like that. Grow up and get your sophisticated palate. Thanks,
like
Maria. Have a great day. We're moving on to Francesca, who's on the line as well at 833-390-KRB. It's date or ditch. The guy has been dating this girl for 4 months. She has noticed he only orders the kids' menu, has zero adventure in his life. He just wants chicken tenders and butter noodles. Francesca, date or ditch this guy?
I would say ditch.
Ditch.
Have you been out with a guy like this, or is this just personal opinion like our own? We're just all personally throwing out our opinions.
No. I'm pretty much open to any food, and so is my 7-year-old son. So if a grown man eats worse than my 7-year-old, that's a big turnoff.
Yeah.
That's a great
because that
point.
can't be all. There's going to be other things that
That's what I'm thinking.
he's
There's got
not,
to be more.
that he can't do. He's childish or
He's
something.
somehow like a
Men are we're already child. People say us men never grow up. You know, but at least we eat grown-up food.
Francesca, here's a question for you. There was a movie with Patrick Dempsey years ago called Maid of Honor. Was it called? Yeah, Maid of Honor. Have you ever seen that movie? Patrick Dempsey and the girl Michelle Monaghan.
Oh, yeah, they got married in Ireland? No.
Yeah, she was Scottish. Did you ever see that movie Maid of Honor, Francesca?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
No.
There's a scene in that movie where they always would share the desserts. That Patrick Dempsey and Michelle Monaghan's characters were best friends, platonic best friends, and they would always share desserts. They'd always share this and this and that. She meets a guy from Scotland. She's going to get married in a castle. She goes to have a bite of his cake, and he's like, oh, no, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, we don't do that. We don't share food.
Yes.
And she's like, what? You don't share food? Like, that was like the thing that turned her in her head. Like, you are not for me.
She realized.
You are not for me. I can't even share a bite of your cake. I'm out of here. And she like teaches him because that's how important food is to people. They even wrote it into a movie. The guy she tries to take a bite of his cake, and when he denies her, she goes, I'm breaking up with
I just feel like you're boring. And not.
There's
you're
so
right,
many
you
other
It's
things.
fine. I mean,
No,
if
I'm not saying you because you do
I
other
don't
things, but I'm just saying I just feel like if that's all you can think of is having buttered noodles and you're a grown man.
It's like, what we're going to eat for dinner tonight?
You have not
I
explained
gotta
eat
get
more
the
than
Crisco.
buttered noodles.
Maybe you can slowly expand his horizons by making those butter noodles, but then throwing a little bit of shrimp in there.
Yeah,
Like
you
shrimp.
can, and I've actually
I put the
tried to
shrimp on the
start.
side.
Like I've tried to start eating out of my comfort zone and tried a few new things here and
You
there.
gotta try.
Some Alfredo up on there.
I mean,
hold
you
on.
know, it's not that I'm not willing
Do
to
we get
try.
any date?
Yeah, Nikki says they are changeable.
Ooh.
Picky eaters are changeable. Nikki,
mean,
hi,
guys-
good morning. Nikki?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
So you are now married to a man who used to be like the butter noodle guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Chicken nuggets and butter noodle guy.
And so how long until he like opened up, expanded his palate?
So I would say we moved in about a year after, and I started cooking dinner almost every night. And I would actually sneak in a few vegetables or sneak in a little bit of things
Like a
into
kid.
the food.
Like you got to trick your
Yes.
kids. You're tricking your mate.
A
Okay.
literal kid, but
Oh, man.
it worked. Now he has an expanded food taste. He likes onions. He likes vegetables. He's willing to try other things now, so it worked.
That's the key. He was willing.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
before you ditch him, find out is he willing.
Have
Right.
a conversation.
That was just a beer. I just drank
So-
beer my whole life, and then I got into wines and other drinks and stuff.
Good job.
Expanded your alcohol palate.
Not even like beer.
And Nikki, let me ask you this question. Do you think, I feel like this is an important part because another person called in and said to ditch because she dated somebody like that and he would criticize her food. If your now husband at the time was criticizing what you were eating, like, oh, how could you eat that? That's another thing. It's like, get the hell out of here, dude.
How could you eat that fish?
Ditch. Did he ever criticize you and you had to skew him from that, like change his perspective on that? Or he just was like, no, I'm good?
So I wouldn't say he criticized my food. Growing up, his food was very bland. So whenever I started cooking, it would be different from what he was used to.
Okay.
So he would make comments of like, it's a little different or it tastes a little different from what I'm used to, but that was about it.
He was raised
It
that
wasn't too
way.
much.
That's only the negative of dating us white guys, because a lot of times our moms are boring cooks. A lot of times they don't have the
They
spices.
had that
or-
Betty Crocker cookbook
Yeah.
and did not deviate from that thing at all.
Nothing exciting.
There's a person on this show who calorie shames folks. Do you know how many calories are in that? Oh my God.
I don't.
There's just one beer. Oh my God.
Well, Mickey, I'm glad you got your man to veer from the butter noodles and enjoy some great food.
And why do restaurants have to put the calories on there? You've really ruined my
Well, they had to because it was a whole thing. That was like a law.
That
they
law
had
sucks.
to.
You don't have to do that.
Yes, you have to know how much you're actually eating.
Make it really small, like you do in the commercials, like may cause diarrhea, bleeding in the butt, all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh,
they're not going to put that on a menu.
If they say leakage may cause leakage, you may not want to take that.
I'm not eating
I bet those snails make you leak.
Yeah.
That's
so good.
I bet if you cook them with leeks, though, they'd be good. Y'all go to the listener line 713-278-VENT and tell us your perspective.
What did you say? Ditch or date?
I think that ask him the question if he's willing to change it. If he's absolutely hard line, nope, that's how I'm eating, and you're just not vibing, then ditch out. Find somebody else. Or else you're going to go on vacation and be real bored when you're trying to order cool stuff. And he's like, oh, there's no butter noodles. All right, coming up next, we talked to Sebastian Maniscalco last hour. He'll be here on Thursday. But guess who else is coming to Houston? Joe Coy. And we've got tickets for comedian Joe Coy coming up next in Scoop on The Roula and Ryan Show.
Celebrity Scoop. 104.1 KRBE.
Okay, last hour we talked to Sebastian Maniscalco. He'll be here on Thursday at the Toyota Center, and you can hear that on podcast if you missed it. Now we have tickets for you to see Joe Coy when he comes to the Toyota Center. He'll be here on September the 6th, and if you'd like to see Joe Coy, be caller 12-713. Oh, I'm sorry, no, wait. 833. We have a new area code. 833-390 KRBE. Caller 12. You can see Joe Coy at the Toyota Center. Really funny comedian. Helped a lot of people come up. Had other people help him come up. And, you know, if you've never known his comedy before, then you know him as the guy at the Golden Globes that people wouldn't shut up about when he hosted the Golden Globes.
He's just a nice person.
Yeah.
We've had him on the show before on podcast.
Wasn't he with Chelsea Handler?
Yeah.
Maybe they dated for like a year. I was like,
we had him on a Raw feed one time.
Yeah, but I always thought that was a weird relationship because he's just so nice and she's more aggressive.
Or is that just her persona on the
you don't know what
camera?
people are like when
I do.
Camera's off.
I know people, Ryan.
Other fun things that we have coming up. We just played Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. Post Malone, you know, last week we were giving away tickets for his show because he has 2 shows coming to the Woodlands in October. So be tuned for more of those tickets for free. And then last Friday we announced Mariah Carey's Christmas Time Tour is coming to the Toyota Center November the 19th. She did this in New York for like a short little residency. And you know, she wanted to try and coin the Queen of Christmas, like trademark Queen of Christmas, but she couldn't because somebody else already trademarked Queen of Christmas.
Now, does she just play Christmas
It's just
songs
Christmas music.
only? She won't play any of her hits?
Yeah, because I watched the whole thing on YouTube. Somebody had posted the whole performance in New York on YouTube, and it's a lot of like everything Christmas, everything. Because why not? I mean, that's what she's made more money off All I Want for Christmas Is You.
I pepper in a
think
few
at this
hits.
point now than anything else.
I need all those hits. I need Dream Lover. I need Fantasy. I need some.
But she can still do that later on. She's good about making it now, and then
Right.
a few months from now, I'll come back.
It's
and
a
do
shorter
that.
she'll
show
come
all
back and do another
Christmas.
one.
I mean,
all
It's like
Christmas.
the deluxe album.
She's so
Yeah.
rich. She
She doesn't need it.
November 19, she'll be at the Toyota Center for Christmas Time. Mariah Carey's
Before we blink, it's going to be.
Christmas Time.
We'll be talking about. Hey, we're going to the Nutcracker Market in 2
Oh,
weeks.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's coming up so fast.
For the last 3 weeks, Eric, I've been getting Instagram things about how many weekends away from Christmas we are. We're 20 weekends away from actual Christmas Day, which means I'm 10 weekends away from maybe 9 from decorating my house.
Get it all ready.
Which really means I got to start like 7 weeks from now because it's like a slow burn. Because anybody who's ever decorated their house, now that like you adult for real, like listen, being an adult is one thing. Being a mother with children for Christmas is a whole different animal when it comes to decorating your house. Because when I was single, I would decorate my house, but now it's like game on. Like I'm really going
I just
all
feel
out.
bad for people that never had the chance to wake up with snow.
Oh yeah, I never
On
had that in my
Christmas
life.
Day.
Such a great feeling.
I know
Never had
we've
that.
been lucky to have that maybe once or twice here.
We did that Christmas Eve.
We did?
20s,
In
the year of
2024.
Ike and the year of Harvey, we got snow. But the Ike year was the Christmas Eve snow, and the Harvey year was just a random
We
December
got
day
it.
snow.
I will never forget
Yep.
because my father passed away Christmas Day 2004. We had snow that night.
Yep, that's how I always remember
Christmas
that.
Eve. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it's like growing up north in Chicago, it's like you had that all the time. Like Australia, I don't know how they can really even
It's
enjoy.
hot. I've been to Australia in the new year, like in January, where they still had, the slackers still had their Christmas trees up. And I was like, it is so stinking hot. It's like 100 degrees and can't do it
Yeah.
because they're a different hemisphere.
I
So
still
it's
think
cold
it'd be
for them
fun
right now.
to just have like a Christmas out of town. Just be on a cruise or be at a
I've done the
destination
cruise thing
somewhere.
a few times on Christmas. It's little weird. My kids
Hot Christmas coming from a snow Christmas like your life.
Yeah, they miss
weird.
being at home. But I'm like, you guys are 15 and 13.
Yeah.
At that age, you guys want your clothes and stuff anyway. It's not like you get toys.
Right.
They're not asking for toys, they're asking for skincare.
Yeah, skincare crap.
Skincare and hair stuff.
It's just so much fun as a dad.
Or an Ulta gift card.
That's what's great about having boys. At least as a dad, you can get them stuff that you like or understand.
Well,
I don't understand half the stuff my wife buys for. They're freaking out about this roller rabbit stuff or these things. I'm like, I don't know what this stuff is. I'm just every time they open something, I'm surprised like she is, my daughter.
You're like, what is that? Why are they excited?
I think it's a normal dad thing.
It's a great hair dryer. Why have you got a hair dryer?
I think that has to be a dad thing. I mean, I'm sure there's other dads that don't, but like I swear, like my mom would always buy us stuff, and my dad's like, "Yeah, you're welcome."
Yeah, 'cause I don't know what that is.
I don't know what I got you, but you are welcome, Sam.
Yesterday, I went to Marshall's to return something. I bought some pillows that did not work out for the couch. As soon as I got them home, I go, what a waste of time. You know, you see something in a store and you think, oh, that's going to match my living room. And you walk in your house.
Yes.
And you're like, what the hell is this?
Yes.
So I never even unwrapped the pillow. Like, it was like in a little ribbon, 2-pack pillows.
Nope.
So I go to take them back. My daughter found in the hair aisle some curling wand that does its own twist or something, and you couldn't see it from the box. And I'm like, she puts it in the car. She goes, well, maybe we could just think about Mommy. It was like $40 from $80. And so I go to the register and I go, listen, we don't need this in our lives. Don't we have like a curling iron? And the lady was not helping me. She was like, I don't know, Mom. I think she might need that. Look how long her hair is. I mean, that's a really cool one. That's a really cool one. I've seen girls freak out over that we even have that. Where'd you find that? Are there any of those left? Man, she was putting that
She's
hard
going for the
sell
hard
on.
sell.
Smart salesperson.
She did the hard damn sell. We bought that dang thing. I opened it up. I go, wow, this is kind of magical.
It's good?
It looks pretty cool. I didn't
Try
use it
it
yet.
Tuesday.
Maybe we'll try it tomorrow. Bring it for our hair.
I need my hair
The one that
done.
self-wraps.
Can guys do it?
It's the hair curl.
How much
Your
do you
hair's
need?
not long
No,
enough.
your
Her
hair
hair is so short.
It'd be fun if we could like make a little perm.
Me and Sam could do it and see if it wraps our hair or
Yeah.
just knots our hair, and then we're just hanging a curling iron
We're
in
gonna
our
have
head.
to like cut it out.
I'll do the rest of the show with a hanging tangled curling iron in my hair.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
All right, Houston Theater Week is coming back for a third year. This gives you a chance to really enjoy live performances at a discount. From August 12th through the 18th, theater goers can take advantage of, they call it BOGO, buy one, get one free ticket offers for over 230 shows. That includes plays, dance, opera, you name it, they've got it. What you want to do is go to HoustonTheaterWeek.com. That's HoustonTheaterWeek.com. It's a lot of fun, y'all. I mean, if you've not been to a show recently. Greenspoint Mall officially locks its doors August 31st forever, and the property will go up for sale at that point. One corner of the mall parking lot is set to become a new 325 unit affordable housing complex. So they're already planning on building other things there. West Oaks Mall, we were talking about this earlier this morning. That's the one at the corner of Highway 6 and Westheimer. They are down to just like 3 to 4 stores. That's it. The whole mall is basically boarded up. There's an interesting article on Crowden.com. I find abandoned malls fascinating, don't y'all?
Not so much.
I don't like
Unless it's
abandoned
an
big places. Freak
80s
me
mall
out.
that has all that
Yeah.
kind of decor in it. That's neat to
That's
see.
gonna be the one you like went to as a kid.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
I give a crap about one in Louisiana.
Yeah, like I
yeah.
have not been to Sharpstown Mall probably since I don't know what year, and I'm just so curious to know how does it look inside compared to how I remember it from my memories.
Very sad, and they have divvied up a lot of the department stores into little flea market type of stores.
Yeah.
So the Foley's
yeah.
isn't it's just a bunch of little flea markets now.
Yes, they tore out the
racing?
carpet, and it's just little. I don't want to say shacks, but basically
Kiosks.
little kiosks, as it were, little store frontages. And the store might be as big as a studio right here, you know, like 15 feet by 15 feet, if that. And they just sell pretty much the same thing: stuffed animals, cell phone accessories, sneakers. However, I did get my entire wedding outfit there because they have some snazzy ass
Really?
quinceañera like
Wow.
style,
So it's
like
basically-
really
That's where you got your
jazzy-
wedding tuxedo?
The whole thing, and I also got the like the after party stuff there too, because you can buy some wild stuff there.
But it's like a giant flea market, isn't it?
pretty much in some parts. There's a lot of jewelry, a ton of jewelry up in there. Let me tell you, I don't know why there's so much jewelry. There's a whole section of
Is
jewelry.
anything shut off? Like, are there parts that are just blocked off? You can't get to that part of the old Sharpstown Mall?
Yes, there are certain corridors, but mostly where a store used to be, they just completely boarded
Boarded
up
up.
that end there, and it gets kind of like quiet and
I
scary.
can see Kevin go down Tiempo
quiet
and the
and scary.
mariachi guy's wearing his wedding outfit.
Yes, absolutely. My outfit is really intricate.
If you guys missed what
Get the
happened on
hat, too.
today's Roula and Ryan's Roses update with Serena, wow is all we can say about what Serena found out over the weekend. Serena was engaged to Evan, and then she found out he was also engaged to somebody else named Jill. So we wanted to know what happened with that. You're going to hear the recap and the update next on the Roula and Ryan Show.